Hey, so for this video, we're going to be going through some different little accessory workouts you can do for your chest. The first thing that I'm going to show you is just a simple fly for your upper chest. What you do is you bring the weight up and across like that. Really squeeze at the top. It's a great exercise for your upper chest. Most of you are going to want to use the second notch. And you just bring it up and across. Really squeeze on the upper chest. Up and across, just like that. So one thing that I would say you should be concentrated on is try not to be too far forward on here, because you really want to get the weight out in front of you when you're squeezing at the top. Keep your arms kind of straight, but you can have a little bend at the elbow like I have. And that's a good exercise for your upper chest. Another thing you can do for your upper chest is a hex press. So what you do is you bring the handles together like this, or you can attach them to one handle. You can attach both sides to one handle. Bring your hands together, lean back a little bit, and press upwards like you would with a dumbbell. Just like that. Now, honestly, I should probably be putting this on the third one and using more weight, but I'm just gonna bend down low so that I can just do this in one go here real quick and just show you how it works. Press upwards, right? And lean back a little bit. So you're squeezing at the top. Really squeeze with your chest, okay? And push the weight up. Lean back a little bit. You can also do these sitting down with them on the first notch, like this. Just sit upright. And these are basically just called hex presses. It's a good exercise for your upper chest. Let me move this up. Sit here. Hold these together right here. And, you want to have them inside your arms so that it's more comfortable. Push up and squeeze at the top. Now, you want to use as much weight as is good for you, okay? Squeeze at the top. It's a good exercise for your upper chest. Now, if I wanted to get some pillows, I could basically do an incline press with the weight right here too. So I could have pillows underneath me and do incline presses right here. But because I don't have that with me right now, I'll just show you a standard floor press using this. So with a floor press, it's basically the same exact thing as a bench press. And I'm going to show you just using a little bit of weight. And once again, I do recommend having a pillow or something to elevate you a little bit away from the ground, so that way you can have more tension at the bottom. But for the purposes of this video, I'll just show you using the EVO gym as it is alone. And I do plan that accessory I've talked about that's going to elevate you from the ground would be great for floor presses, because that way you can start with more tension on the bottom and get more of a stretch on your chest. But as it is, it works very well. You just need to make sure you're using enough weight, and maybe use a pillow or something if you need to add more tension to the bottom of the movement. So to start off, it's a little bit awkward, but you got to get underneath the bar. So put your legs through, pass your legs through, sit forward, okay? Keep scooching forward, lift the bar up. Now lay down, get your back on the gym, shimmy up. Now you want your elbows underneath the weight, okay? And now having a pillow under you would be good for this position, because that way you're going to be able to have more tension. You're going to start more like right here. But from here, you just push up, squeeze with your chest. Basically a floor press. Now this isn't very much weight, so it's very easy, but you get the idea. And if you want, you can bring your hands closer together. You can do something more focused on your triceps, like that, okay? So like a close grip bench press. But instead it's like a close grip floor press. All right. And then also, if you want, you can sort of crunch upwards like this, bring your abs upwards, and you can do a bit of an exercise, a little bit more focus on your upper chest with that. But you're going to want to have some more weight, obviously, for most of you. Just press it like that. Press and squeeze. And unfortunately, with the handles, there's not going to be enough tension to be doing that at the bottom. So you are going to need a chair or something, or like some pillows to accommodate you to get more resistance at the bottom of the movement. Now, I'm going to show you some other flies real quick. you can have both of these bands attached to the bottom. 1 second. And I'm going to take this. I'll take the 30. Put this here. Put them on the second notch. And attach them both to a handle. And you can see now I can stand right here, lean forward, and bring the weight up right in front of me. This is a difficult one, so you might want to get closer to it. You might even want to put it on the third notch and step further away. But for me right here, that's pretty perfect. So bring it up right in front of you. Keep your arms straight, squeeze in the middle. It's a good exercise for your upper chest. Just like that. Squeeze. That's another good variation of the fly that you can do. There's lots of different variations you can do with the flies. You can also lay down and you can do a pullover like that for a fly on the base. And you can even use the bands to do weighted push-ups, which I'll show you real quick. So, just for the purpose of demonstration, you can take a band, put it over the top of you, or bring it under your arms like this, whichever one's more comfortable, and use the weight to make your push-ups a bit more difficult. So you get on the ground like this, and you do your push-ups with the bands. And of course, you want to grab as many bands as you can to make the push-ups as difficult as possible. Now, for a chest, it's hard to get enough weight from a push-up to make it where it's more like a bench press. And with the bands, if you want to do that, then it can be a little bit uncomfortable on your wrists. So what I do recommend is if you're going to do these, you need to bring it underneath your hand and then in the front. Because if you're trying to grab it in any other way, it's going to be causing your wrists to rotate outwards a little bit. So I do recommend having it in your hands like this, and then you're putting your body weight onto the band while you're doing these. So that's just a tip to make weighted push-ups a bit easier for you when using the resistance bands. There's a lot of different exercises that you can do. You can sit down and have the bands right here, and you can do flies, just like we were showing before, but instead it's more of an incline fly, just like that, squeezing at the top. You can do it inside and do a press, move a little bit further forward, put more weight on. You can do a single arm press or use both of the handles.
I'm still not sure.
Sorry, Siri is listening to me. And just do both arms at the same time with that same movement. So there's lots of ways you can work out your chest with the EVO gym, including ways that you can do it with the hook. But that's it for this video, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.